Yo, yo, yo. Then we're back with episode number 6 of Coach Chris and Wonderboy's podcast. Yo, John Vettel.
Yo, yo.
Today we have a very special guest. We just had a seminar with the legendary Dave Leduc.
He's insane, man.
Insane, man.
Thank you, guys. I'll give you $20 later for the intro.
So we had a seminar at Frontline Muay Thai, and we hooked him up for our podcast today, and we've been stoked for weeks for this podcast. And already we had some histories during the class, and I'm excited for this podcast because he has some insane stories to
We'll have
tell.
some good stories for sure. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. You guys have an amazing energy in this gym. It's massive, and it's your team is amazing. Good
Thank
job.
you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. First of all, is this your first time in Norway?
It's the first time, yeah, exactly. First time I've been in the Scandinavian. We've been to Iceland in the World Tour.
Yeah.
And Denmark. Is it Denmark included?
Denmark.
And but they were really excited to come here.
Yeah. I wish we had a little bit better time planning the seminar because I think it could be huge. It was huge,
Yeah, it was good.
but could it be even better?
Mhm.
And it was beyond my expectation, the seminar. I was
Thank
thinking like a little bit more than Muay Boran
Yeah.
stuff, but it was
Thank you.
amazing
Appreciate
seminar,
it.
man.
A lot of
Appreciate
things that you can put into Muay Thai also.
Yeah, exactly.
And
A
also
lot.
to MMA and...
It's very versatile, you know. It's
Yeah.
but like I said, we're leaving tonight at 11. But we have time to do a really good podcast.
I'm excited. So
And maybe eat some smoked salmon tonight.
you want to eat salmon?
Yeah, we didn't try it yet.
You haven't tried salmon?
No, we came for this. We came for
we was planning like Thai food, but
Okay.
I know a good fish restaurant in the city, so
You choose.
it would be the best to go there because when you're first in Norway, you need to try the fish and the salmon. That would
exactly.
be
Yeah.
good. That would be good.
It's really
he,
good.
he loves
Yeah?
fish. John
Yeah.
loves fish.
Okay.
He's his favorite.
Me too.
Sushi and fish.
I don't
and
like
too.
the white fish that good, but I like the red fish like salmon. It's
Yeah,
really
it's the
good.
best. Me too.
Yeah.
But a little bit about you. What country are you from?
Canada. Born in Canada, and born in like cold country as well.
Yeah.
And I promised myself I don't want to live in cold too much, so I moved to a hotter place now. We live in Dubai right now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're French speaking in
Yeah.
Canada, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. First language French, English, and now I'm learning Russian with my wife.
Russian,
yeah. I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Because you're still a young guy. You're only 26.
Yes.
So you have a long time ahead of you.
I think so, but I have a lot. We'll talk about it, but I have a lot of like plans for my brand for the sport of Leithwei, not just for me, but like of course we always have to think about ourselves. I want to build a family, but I'm thinking about the sport. I think I can achieve more as an ambassador and doing like the tours we've been doing for the past month. We've been doing 11 countries in less than 30 days, and I think the sport has been growing so much in the past 2 years. So I mean, a lot of people can fight. We can build many fighters to fight, but I want to pave the way for the next generation. So yeah, I mean, I have a lot of time. You're right, but I don't want. I don't know. I'm thinking. We talk about the knuckles and the pain that injuries and everything. So I think it's a bit more common in Leithwei than.
Of course.
Because I see one of your knuckles is much bigger than the other ones.
Yeah, those
Exactly.
hands, man. Look, I thought I have big hands. Yeah, but this one is another dimension.
It's third time bigger than the other ones.
Right? Yeah, but that's the thing, and that's actually a problem now because the first thing it hits is the knuckles. So
Yeah.
all the impact goes on the knuckles. It's not spread out to all the whole hand. So it's actually more painful now. I remember my last training camp, not this one, but the other one, I was training. I usually do it with like MMA gloves or no gloves at all, but I had a glove on my right hand because I wasn't managing it. I know I'm gonna get hurt in a fight with the hands. I mean, so might as well just get injured in my hand, get injured in the fight, and but not in training. And then I put in an ice bucket after the fight.
Yeah.
Both of them, just like fucking. It's
Like just keep your hands in the bucket to try to cool down the knuckles.
exactly. I don't know if it's like that for, but I'm thinking do I want to do for the next 10 years put my hand in an ice bucket like this? I make as much money, if not more, doing my world tours and doing my brand, and I don't have to get the, because you fought too. The stress before a fight is fucking intense.
Yeah.
And leading up to this, and the stress to my family, my wife. So I mean, it's amazing, and I'm so blessed and so grateful what it's brought me in life. I live in Dubai. It's one of the most luxurious countries in the world. I'm very grateful of what the sport has brought me. But I think I wanna maybe bring new generation, new guys to fight and be in their corner. That's my next goal.
Yeah, because for me, the worst thing wasn't the fight or the training, but it was the mental part, the waiting, the weight cut, everything before the fight. And after, when you finish the fight, you're like, fuck, I could do one right away.
Just the leading up.
Just bring another guy. I can do one right away.
Exactly.
So that's it. But when you fight a style like you fight with headbutts, with no gloves, how do you train for a fight like that?
Well, I think it's like obviously there's a bit of similar things like like the Kyokushin training, like like you've done Dutch, you've been training.
Training.
So a lot of like you do your low kicks. I'm not a big fan of catching the kicks, and so I need to get ready to receive them. So this body conditioning, but. And again, you can't do like those videos on the internet, punch in the face. You cannot train for a punch in the face, but you can train your neck. So I put a lot of emphasis on, the back neck with the biting the weight.
Yeah, biting the rope with the weight
exactly.
and lifting the neck.
So that's good for the back of the neck. I like to do the front neck. I think it's something people don't do as much, And this with like the neck bridges, for for boxing.
The wrestlers actually do that a lot. They stand in a bridge and use their neck a lot.
Exactly, so all the videos of Mike Tyson doing that too. So I like that one for the neck. I think it's a great way to condition and put all your eggs on one side. Like all your chances on one side to not get too much hurt, and not to get knocked out. At least. I mean, nobody's invincible, right? But you put. I want a more chance on my side.
I start to feel like almost you are, but okay. but
I'm afraid of my wife. She's the strongest in the family.
Everyone after you turn like 25, it's like that for everyone.
Good.
He's just smiling what you're talking about.
That's what Chris tells me like all the time.
It's gonna come.
I said to him, if you want to fight, no girl. After you finish fighting, okay.
Wait a little bit. Yeah, you'll have all the time in the world to do it.
Yeah, it's true.
But did you start off right away with that type of style fighting, or did you fall into like karate something first?
Good question.
Because the sport is not that famous in the world.
Yeah,
outside of Asia.
Good question. So basically, I was back in the day. I was doing like Japanese jiu-jitsu for fun when I was young, but I did a couple of years only. But when I started with doing actually MMA and Sanda. So I was
Sanda is quite equal to Muay Thai,
similar,
but they have like a throws.
And I was doing this. I didn't compete in stand-up. I was training it because my Sifu is from a modified Wing Chun GKD style gym in Canada, and we started doing this, a lot of throws. And I was doing. I actually love my ground, like Sambo style. We have a Gokor Chivichian. I don't know if you know Gokor. He's the coach, the grappling coach, Sambo coach of Ronda, and
I know.
He's with Jean Labelle and so basically he comes once a year in Canada, and we basically have the Hayastan curriculum, and I love the ground. But I really fell in love with like the stand and bang. Let's fight for, like you said, 15 minutes, whatever. Let's see who's the toughest. No breaks on the floor.
No escapes. You can't. If you're tired, you need to stand there. You cannot tap if you're in a bad situation. You need to be a man, take the beating, or get knocked out.
Yeah, exactly.
But you talked about it earlier also, that you need to be smart to fight, not only tough and.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a big thing. I spoke in a seminar. Historically, the guys have been in Burmese guys or anything, or even the guys transitioning from Muay Thai or from MMA that fought in Leithwei, they go in the pocket and they just stand and bang. Yeah. I mean, I say stand and bang, which is, I like that, but you want to be smart. You want to be smart. There you go.
Stand and bang.
There you go. And what I think is, you have to do it, but you have to do it in a smart way. Otherwise, it's going to be short career. Like I said, you cut everywhere, missing teeth. The Burmese guys, they're one of the strongest breed of fighter I've seen, but they at 25 they can't talk too much. So
yeah, that's also what I was thinking. Like the style you fight, your face.
Yeah.
you don't look like you've been to like
Thank you.
too many cuts, stuff like that, because you need to fight smart, and that's what I always tell him. Because like people, when he started fighting young, people like, why do you let him do head contact when he's 10? Because he don't get punched because he fights smart.
Okay.
If you stand in the pocket, like you say, trade punches, you have a short career.
Well said. Yeah, exactly. But I think that's one of the things I didn't want. I did not want to be like cut everywhere.
Yeah,
so,
the brawler type fighter.
And I'm tall and like slim, so I have like, it's harder to block everything, and people say, something, oh, you're tall. Yeah, it is. It's a knife. It's a both side. It's good, and there's pros and cons, because somebody's stock here, it's like less. It's less easy to penetrate the guard, right? Stockier and smaller. And to be honest, I fight like a small guy. My Sifu just told me that, you fight like a small guy. I create more damage inside the clinch. So if I want, if I stay only outside, that would benefit my range. But I actually, I like to close the distance and go inside, do the headbutt, do the elbows because of the hands. So I like to go with the elbows. So technically, it doesn't advantage me at all. I don't just circle out the guy for 5 minutes, for 15 minutes. I like to go inside and let's bang. So, that's how I fight. I'm gonna change that. But I feel in a way it kind of, I feel more comfortable protecting, blocking the headbutts, and feel I can create more and receive less inside the clinch. I feel more in control. But and to answer your question about what's the style. So after I did GKD, he showed me a video of Burmese boxing. My Sifu Pat, shout out to Sifu Pat in Canada. He said, watch this. So I saw that. I was like, black and white. There was not a lot of videos of Leithwei. And I just like, okay, I want to do this one day. But at the time, he said he's only like make $2,000 for a fight. I'm like, well, it's still better than Muay Thai in this. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's do this. Nobody does it. I always like to be the black sheep a little bit. I always like to be different.
But first time you trained Leithwei, did you go to
No.
Myanmar?
No, it was only what I thought it was.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I was doing. GKD is a lot of, there's a lot of headbutts inside. There's a lot of, it's basically everything, So I trained how I thought it would be. And I guess my style worked well when we fought inside the ring in Leithwei, right? But technically, prior to go to Myanmar, I never trained in Myanmar.
Okay.
Yeah, good question.
But what country are the biggest fights for you now if you want to fight that type of style?
There's only 2 countries where it's sanctioned, it's legal. Japan and Myanmar. So,
but the Burmese boxing isn't the same?
Yeah, Burmese boxing is Myanmar boxing.
Yeah, because I know they have fights between Thailand and Burma.
Yeah, it's the same.
So, but they do it on the border of Burma.
They do that. Yeah, that's like once the festivals. They have a lot of festivals because the Burmese Empire. They had a lot of like the Chiang Mai. They were owning the Burmese. It was massive, and so there's a lot of Burmese in Myanmar and in the north of Thailand, and they do like celebration fights together. Yeah, but it's small fights. It's not like festival fights.
It's not like because I see some of the. I saw your highlight.
Yeah,
actually, one awesome spinning. Elbow.
Yeah, that's in Japan.
Oh man!
Is the one you learned us at the seminar today?
Exactly.
Shit, that's one brutal elbow.
I felt it on my tricep was swollen the next day.
But so it's big in Japan.
Yeah, it's massive now. They already have 10 events. It's been like every 2 months they have one. They just had one like last week. It's massive. I did 3 in Japan already.
So, but when you walk down the street in Canada, no one knows you.
I mean, it depends where I am, but it's way peaceful than if I go to Myanmar.
Yeah, so if you go to Myanmar or Japan, it's like.
What do you think, babe? It's good. We can't walk too much.
It's a lot of that for a lot of fighters.
Yeah.
Fighting like different types of sports outside of
especially Canada. The thing is like they actually don't embrace fighting too much.
No,
like Muay Thai is still illegal. MMA is okay, but
Muay Thai is illegal here as well.
Oh yeah, really?
MMA as well.
Really? You cannot fight professional.
No.
It's all amateur.
Amateur Muay Thai is even illegal.
No
knockout to the head.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Pro boxing, pro kickboxing is legal, but MMA and Muay Thai is illegal even as an amateur sport.
So I guess they don't want the elbow and the standing 8 count.
We even tried without the elbows, but I think it's going to change. Hopefully it's going to change.
Boxing got legal 2 years ago.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's a very safe country. I mean, it's good, but Leithwei will never be allowed in Canada, and good luck in Norway. And
yeah. I never think it's going to be legal.
Yeah.
But
I wonder if everybody knows the rules of Leithwei, like
I think they don't even know the rules of Muay Thai and MMA, and that's the problem. Yeah. People are too little educated to the people controlling the rules, controlling the sanctionation. Yeah. They don't know anything. They're like, it's a street fighting sport. We're gonna ban it. Yeah. Stuff like that, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. But
so yeah, I enjoy my time in Myanmar, but it's fun to be like that's why I chose Dubai, because I can just like focus on my training, and because it's just like the media. There's not much to do in Myanmar. It's just like there's the fights, and then you maybe you drink. I don't know. So there's not much to do.
But how did you wind up in Dubai?
To be honest, it was I was living in Myanmar with Irina. We were living there, and we know the raining season was coming, and it was every time it rains, the electricity cuts, and it gets hot because there's no AC, and you die, almost. So it's a third world country, beautiful people, beautiful amazing vibe, very humble, very generous, but the infrastructures are very very beginning. It's not that great. So at the same time we were learning that, we got an offer to do a seminar in Dubai, and we fell in love with the place, and we just kind of said, you know what, let's keep the house for now. We have a place there, an apartment in Dubai, but let's move to Dubai. We're gonna have a more peaceful, cleaner time, and my wife enjoys it more. So that's it. As simple as that. But now we're just looking at where to raise our family. We're looking at this, but definitely I enjoy, because I have I fly to Myanmar once every 2-3 months. I have a contract with TV there, so I'm always there. But to live there, it's better in Dubai right now.
How do you train when you stay in Dubai?
I have a couple guys. I have a couple like MMA guys, because I cannot train with like pure Thai guys, because it's not gonna benefit me for my fight style, because the guys, they come in as soon as their bell rings, it's a bull. It's like, let's go, let's finish, right? Because you don't score points.
Very unorthodox style.
Yeah, very like, okay, let's go. The longer you stay in the fight, the longer you have a chance to get hurt, and it's not going to advantage you to, pace yourself the first round or second round, like in Muay Thai. You have to check your guy. It's good for the gambling. I'm not aware of a lot of gambling in Myanmar, to be honest. So just like, you just fight, and they don't, because in Myanmar, in Thailand, I remember they were mad at me. That's why they didn't like me too much when I was finishing a fight like first round KO. They doesn't let the people gamble. Myanmar, they don't care. You KO, they're happy. You draw with a blood, you're happy, as long as you do a good fight. But what was your question again? You said
I don't remember. I got so into it.
Basically, they don't.
How he trains in Dubai.
Yes, that was my question.
So I get guys like MMA style. Moïse Rimbaud is Phoenix Championship MMA champion, and he's really unorthodox. So I like that. It makes me think more, and I have a couple other guys to train with. So yeah, but a small team, okay. And I just like the heat. After a while, it's muscle memory. There's so many techniques you can learn. I like to learn it every day, but right now I'm training certain stuff. I run in the 50 degrees Celsius heat in Dubai.
I love I love training in the heat. I love it.
Have you been to Dubai yet?
I've been to Dubai, actually.
You like it?
I was there just like 4 or 5 days for a holiday, and I went to a couple of gyms, just do some jiu-jitsu, do some Muay Thai.
Good BJJ in Dubai.
Yeah, but I think they're a couple of steps behind, because they import all their trainers from Brazil. We have a couple of guys from Norway going over there to teach. Okay. But it's a really nice country, and the food is excellent in Dubai. Yeah. So it's a beautiful country, and I understand why you chose it, because it's safe.
Yeah, very safe.
And it's a clean, and it's a really nice place.
Yeah. The no crime rate at all, like it's
a lot of money. If
it costs me a lot, yes.
if you make it in Dubai, if you make a name for yourself in Dubai, the opportunities are huge.
I know it is. It's like my condo. It's like 3,000, like 4,000 US a month for a 1-bedroom. So it's quite, and it's nothing special,
No.
It is pretty expensive there, but yeah, we enjoy it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So your plans for the future is staying in Dubai?
No, we actually, it's funny, the first people we're going to tell, we're thinking about moving to Cyprus, the island of Cyprus, because the coldest it goes is 10 degrees, the hottest is 30, best
It's
temperature.
it's a perfect temperature.
And you have to come visit us, and but yeah, it's and I'm gonna be able to be peaceful there and just like do my thing.
But you have plans of opening your own gym in the future as well?
Good question. I don't think for now, like it's a lot of work to have a physical gym. I had some in Canada. I had one in Canada, and I had a limousine company in Canada too. I sold everything, so I'm not ready to like put myself right now like in a physical gym. I don't want to be stuck to a gym too much. My goal was to open one in Myanmar. That's where we initially moved to Myanmar. It was to open one there, but the country, I wanted to make like a Tiger Muay Thai style training camp for Myanmar. There's no training camp like high end. You asked me, John, like where do I train in Myanmar? Well, right now it's very small, very raw, concrete place, which is amazing. But I want to bring tourism. My goal, like I'm an ambassador for tourism in Myanmar now, so I want to bring it. But they gave me like a building to open a gym and everything, but it's so slow. It was gonna take me 20 years to open just a gym. So the way I want it. So I've just put it on pause for now, put it on the ice for now, and now I'm thinking about like I told you, my online academy.
Yeah.
So this I'm gonna be able to reach more people. It's not like I'm gonna be in Norway every day. It's not gonna be in like people that want to train with me right now. They have to come to Dubai. It's very inconvenient, but they can just go online and like and train with me. So that's my future.
Because I see on the t-shirts you have Tiger Muay Thai.
Yeah.
You've been there a lot as well?
I was there for 3 years.
But did you compete in Muay Thai then?
Yeah, compete. I started, like I said, it was easier at the beginning because I knew I wanted one day to go in Myanmar, fight Leithwei, and I was training it, but I did not know how. It was very, it's hard if you don't have contact for like people message me every day. I want to fight Leithwei, but it's not like they're not going to give you a fight right away. So it was just easier for me. I had a lot of friends in Tiger. Let's go to Tiger. Good training camp. Good sparring partners. Right now, sparring partners are very rare in Myanmar. So it was easier for me. Go there, have a good routine. But to be honest, like I said, I have a good relationship with them. But like in the fight ring, if you don't learn with your teammates, I had good teammates. They're not going to teach you anything. You're left on your own. Go there. Even me, sometimes I was teaching techniques to the fight team. So go run twice a week, do your weights, sparring, clinching, but basically you become a beast. You're conditioned, but you don't learn nothing. And then I was telling my crew, the guy Sawat, a good guy, was telling how to hold the pads for headbutts. And it was funny for me. It's like you're 300 fights. Your neighbor is Myanmar, and you don't know Myanmar Leithwei. You don't know. I'm like, come on, open your. But they're very patriotic about their sport, which is understandable. Same as Myanmar, they're very very protective of Leithwei. But and the funny thing is, not funny. I was a bit like tired of it. Is every time I was doing headbutts at Tiger, people were like stopping and like it was like a big deal, which is good, but the trainers were like getting like it was like a big joke, like I'm like, guys, it's serious. I'm going to fight there. They didn't think it was a big, because for them the only thing was real is Thailand Muay Thai, Lipini. That's the only thing that's Max Muay Thai fight. Guys, there I was training there, so but now they're training. I have 2 Uzbekistan guys that did a debut in Leithwei. They fought Leithwei, and now they should So they messaged me like, shit, where you were training, it makes sense now because I had to train them. We had to train them. So I basically like paved the way for them to go fight Leithwei. But so you see, I couldn't stay in Thailand anymore. It didn't make sense. I was there. I was basically like not an outcast. I was I'm very good friends there, but I'm representing Myanmar Leithwei, and I'm training in Thailand. I had to get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? So
I know what you mean.
It was just, it didn't make sense. And since my first fight at Leithwei, I knew that. It was a matter of time to actually leave. But so right now, I'm just focusing on this. I dedicate my life to Leithwei.
Yeah, we actually been to Tiger a couple of times as well.
It's a great facility. I think it's the best. I think it's the best facility.
For me and him, we both have been training quite a while.
And we've been to different places.
We've been to different places around. I like the thing I like about Tiger is it's big.
Yeah,
you have the restaurants, you have everything.
Healthy food, everything.
But it's a little bit more vacation.
Yeah,
we go a little bit more up north, like a little bit more, like you said, concrete. Hard. I like that style as well.
Okay,
like when the one pampers you up, like you get the when you finish, like okay, sit ups. You know,
like I can some is a tough.
When you went to Tiger, did you train in a fight team? Or
I trained. He was
Yeah.
a little bit young,
Okay,
but
okay.
I trained.
Do
I
you
trained
like?
at
Do
the
you
fight
like it? Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it, but I did a couple of fights.
Yeah. Okay, good.
But for me, I like it a little bit
Is
raw.
that a lot of? Yeah, I understand you. I understand. So you. Yeah, but the training partners is good. You know, I was training with my boy.
Depends. Very depends.
Who's
I
coming?
trained actually with one of your
Who?
Cyrus
Oh
Washington.
yeah. Okay, good. I fought him.
Yeah, I saw you fought him. So I trained with him. Nice guy.
Yep.
But the style I fight is a little bit different than the style they teach.
Okay.
And sometimes when you go hard, the people like,
Really?
and I'm like, isn't this the fight team? Like, you know,
Right, I
like
agree.
the same you say.
Yeah.
I'm like, boom, and then they're like, hey man, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
what?
But when you go to home, it's like extreme sparring. You
Yeah.
spar really hard.
It's good. I
So
think the
it's
best is like
different
just
from place.
the best is like the middle. You know,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you go too hard, it's gonna be bad. You get
Sometimes you need to go
concussions.
hard, sometimes technical. You need to mix it up.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have those guys who goes hard, you go hard back, and then they say, hey man, relax, and you're
Yeah.
like, hey,
What?
You go hard to me.
I just mirror you. Yeah.
But how
understand.
does it? How did I've seen you now because before you came, I did a lot of research
Yeah.
about you. How did it kick off with all those seminars? What was
Okay.
the start with the
The
seminars?
seminars, you mean? Okay, so basically, I guess because it's so niche and so like new, people want always like message me. I want to learn. But and yeah, I've been receiving a lot of offers, and my team they thought I did the Canadian tour last year. And it was a great success. And now I'm already we already have a book month in US, and now we did the world tour, and now like 12 countries. So I guess came naturally. People wanted to learn, and it's just receiving so many places they want to learn. We just put them together. We made a world tour out of it. You know,
That's cool.
So it's
that's
pretty-
cool.
I'm very
It's
happy.
cool that you can do something you love,
yeah.
and like you don't need to get beaten up by doing it, but
Yeah.
you still have the love of fighting. So you
Yeah.
pick a fight once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. So now I'm fighting next month, and I mean it was not the best timing for the world because now I come back to Dubai tonight,
Yeah.
and I have to start training right away. So
Yeah.
no rest, you know. Like it was not the most peaceful month right now. Like traveling like this, we take like 20 planes. I would love my pillow a little bit, but no need for rest. It's fight time.
But the guy you're fighting
Yes.
now, that's
Tuntumin.
Tuntum Min.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the thing about that? You got forced to fight to not
Yeah, that's-
lose your
Yeah,
title?
I saw
it's
something
tricky.
about that you can't choose your opponent. They're like, if they challenge you, you need to say yes.
It's very very traditional. People, they were find it funny when I said that it's my country, and when Bakiao came to me, Amar, and he said I said yeah, like, it's my fucking country, you know, like, and it is very traditional. So when somebody challenges the champ, he has to accept no matter what, you know. If it's if he has the pedigree to challenge you, not just like somebody with
just
first
not
fight.
like a guy
Yeah,
from the street, but
exactly.
if
He's
he's
up there.
ranked, yeah.
Exactly. So basically, he deserved it because basically Tuntumin is a knockout artist, legend of Leithwei. He's the youngest to have ever won in Leithwei. I think at 23, won the golden belt. There's one belt for every category. It's not like 20 million belts. It's like one belt, the golden belt, national champion, and for every weight category. And historically, the guys were never bigger than 80 kilograms, right? Burmese, so they just put open weight. So open weight was 80, and Tuntumin won this belt, and I won from him in 2016, and I fucked up his knee on a takedown, and he just got an operation. So it's been 2 years now, and he did a return against Sayak, did a draw, then another guy. Now he challenged me. He's like, I want to. He pretty much he got me, and I'm ready because he said I want to retire after this fight, so it's probably his last fight as well. But I want to take it away, Dave's belt, to give it to the new generation. Well,
So this is your last fight.
no,
or
his
something?
but I
Okay.
mean me. I want to stop soon because I promised my wife that I don't want to fight when we have a family.
Yeah.
So it's now, but him, it's like he said, it's official. Like I'm stopping after this one, I guess, because his leg is
He's not.
yeah.
He's not too good.
So yeah, but the guy, strong headbutts, big overhand, and big low kick. He's just a beast. He's not like the most technical guy, and very hard to knock out. I think in 50 fights, he had like 47 KO. I don't know, like
But
it's
this
in
is-
Leithwei.
So this is your second fight with him.
Third fight. We fought twice. First, that's the thing. That's a good question. Basically, when I first fought him in 2016, it was my second Leithwei fight ever. He had like 50, and I was still like taking 10 fights in Muay Thai, so I was there to lose. They sent me there to lose. You know, they needed a guy replacement, and nobody was game. So let's go. Dave, you want? Okay, let's go. I fought prison fight for the promoter in Thailand.
Prison fight is
So basically, and then he said, okay, he called me. He said, you fought prison fight a couple years ago. You want to fight in Leithwei now against the champ? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. You know, I was made for that. So then, but again, I think they just wanted me to
lose.
Yeah, just a good show, and that's it. But they didn't expect that I didn't come here like a normal guy. Just, you know, I was there to fucking win and to be different. And basically, that's my angle. We fought to a draw, and then I won in 2016. But since then, there's a lot of ring experience, and I'm different, completely different fighter than I was before. So he better be ready. It's our third fight. It's basically our second.
Yeah, so you never lost. You have one draw, one win, and this is the last one.
Exactly.
Because you need to knock him out to win, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. But as a champ, a draw, I retain my belt as well. Okay. But that's the thing. Most people, you can basically just like survive for 5 rounds, and I said, yeah, but that's not my style. And I'm gonna engage, and I'm gonna pressure. Like, I'm not the kind of stuff. Because technically, yeah, if we draw, I keep my title, I keep my belt, and then he retires, and that's it.
How many rounds?
5 rounds.
Of 3 minutes?
Yes, same as Muay Thai.
So you have a break in between the rounds and everything?
Yeah, break. And it's just, I actually asked, I want to do like, if it's a draw, because I want an extra 5 minutes at the end, but he said, no, we have to do this traditional rule. And I was like, okay, I don't mind. I'm paid the same. So,
but okay, if you don't want to answer the question, I understand. But how is the money when you fight like that?
Well, I can't talk about the numbers, but just to get an idea, like I've been doing this for the last 2 years. My wife doesn't work. We travel the world. I live in Dubai, and I don't have a job, so I just live from this.
So you live from the
live
fighting?
Good. Yeah, they take care of us very well. Like in Myanmar, they have very deep pockets. I mean, to be honest, like the money for, like, we're talking about the normal Muay Thai, normal Muay Thai, Leithwei, normal Muay Thai. It's like 10 times more in Leithwei. I got my friend. He fought in Thai Fight, which is one of the biggest famous league, and he got, I think, $1,200 to fight Sanchai, $1,000 US, $1,000 US. But then I got him a fight in a village. In like no TV, not on TV,
in the middle of nowhere,
no Wi-Fi, 4,000 US. Against
and you fight on the big shows in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
How many people in the audience in Japan?
I think it was like full, but like it was like a 4,000 or 3,000 place. It was cool, a good vibe. But the Japanese, they just like, they don't too many emotion. They just
yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I'm happy. The government, they like us there, so they take care of us, and obviously I have sponsors, so yeah, we're good. I enjoy it, but that's what I want people to know. I think some people that are looking there, they're maybe stuck. They want to make something different. I know I have a couple MMA guys from Canada. They said before going to the UFC, they want, maybe you one day too. They want to maybe try one Leithwei fight, because otherwise the contract won't allow it.
Yeah, after you sign with the UFC, it's gone. It's gone.
It's a cool bucket list thing to do.
Yeah.
And but I know there's some strikers that maybe it's a good opportunity to, because now it's the future. It's happening now. Like when I retire, then like it's open for anybody else. So I really wish that there's gonna be more maybe Norwegian to.
But is there somewhere if you want to tell our audience if they want to watch a fight?
Yeah.
Is there somewhere they can watch like a website or something like that?
Recently, there's a new thing. It's Leithwei World. They started, and they have they shared a live link on the Facebook page. So you can watch it. I don't know. They have to check for I fight in Myanmar like at 2 p.m. Myanmar time. So I don't know. They have to check what time in their country. But they can see, if they go to Facebook page, they should see the live fight on the Facebook page. They're pretty good.
And we got a couple of questions from the audience as well.
I like that.
Yeah, always.
First time.
They ask, how do you keep motivated for a fight for a fight like that when you know it's gonna be a tough fight?
Like for example, any fight or the next one, for example.
Yeah, for the fights that's coming up. Okay. How do you keep motivated to train when you have like such a lifestyle that you have? You're secure. Yeah. You have sponsors. How do you keep motivated to train?
And also when it gets such a short notice, also.
Yes, exactly. Because I just fought Dieselek like last month, and now I was thinking I wanted to do a 2-month tour, right? And now I cut it short for a month. hunt because I had to go to. I don't want to get stripped, right? So I want to fucking fight. But how do I get motivated? I'll give you a little scoop. When I was actually in Tiger for the last, I stayed like a year. I defended 5 times in that year, and it was every 2 months. In 1 year, five defense. It's every 2 months. You come back, you have a little vacation, then you fight. I remember calling my wife and I said, I was at the gym. I was supposed to do weights, and I'm depressed. Remember, I said I'm depressed. I don't have no motivation. Like it's just I kept I felt like it was deja vu. I've been doing this for the last year. I had no motivation to train. I was like, wow. And you have to remind yourself that first of all, for me in my position, he wants to take away my title. He wants to hurt me. So. It's about money. First of all, I wanna. It's like I always put myself like in caveman. You go to hunt. If you don't hunt, the family doesn't eat.
It's your way of living as well.
Exactly. So I feel like it's very, very cool that you got to live this. You're gonna live that too even more. You already did it a lot, but you go there. You instead of coming back with meat, you come back with money. Come back with a dead animal, you come back with meat. So I like that thing. But how do I keep motivated? I just know it has to be done. I think as a professional fighter, eventually you have to just put your hand in the sand, like just do it because it has to be done. But the real magic happens before the fight when I think all the fears happens, and people ask me a lot. Do you get scared of your fight? I always say yes. Not too much. If it's too much, then you're in the wrong business, in the wrong sport. If it's not enough, then as well you're in the wrong thing.
You should be.
It should be a little bit.
Yeah, you should be.
Mike Tyson also said it.
Yeah,
he was always afraid before his fights.
Oh yeah.
It keeps you on edge, I think, and it keeps you focused.
Yeah.
If you have a little bit of nerve, but like you say, if you too much and fall out.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to be like.
Exactly. Right. It's filmé ça. I'm gonna film this. I want this answer because this is something that marked me from my coach. Basically, at this point, la meilleure langue possible. Okay, basically, that was French, by the way.
Yeah.
Basically, when somebody asks me, like, am I scared? Basically, I say, I like to be like a scared animal. A scared animal, let's say we find like a injured raccoon or injured bird right in front of us in the street, Yeah. If you try to help him, he's gonna peck you. He's gonna try to bite you, right? An injured animal is a very, very dangerous and unpredictable animal. So I like to put myself to get that feel a little bit, to be like a scared animal, and when you go in the ring, you be a bit scary, a bit unpredictable. That's the way I see it. And again, the person wants to hurt you. I always say he wants to humiliate me in front of my family, in front of my wife. He wants to take away what's mine. So all like personal stuff. It's not just like you want to humiliate me. You want to take away what's mine. You want to ruin my career. You want to. So that gets me fired up. And before the fight, until the last second we touch glove, I touch glove and I say,
gloves, no gloves.
Yeah, sorry. it's the routine. Touch knuckles. Right. It's so engraved. But yes, you don't touch glove, but you touch. I touch hands, and you're like, okay. Now I say to myself, it's now, Dave. Always, it's now, Dave. Let's go, because I try to be pleasant outside of the ring, try to be kind, but. We were fighting, so let's get the demon out when the fight starts. So I say, okay, it's now, Dave. He wants to hurt you. He wants to humiliate you. Let's go.
Yeah, so, good. That's good. Also, for you fight the style you fight. It's no points. It's no like if you take 10 punches and you finish it with 1 punch, you win the fight.
Yep.
Do you train cardio before your fights?
Yes. I guess my cardio is I just do I like to do pads and running. I'm not like the big fitness freak.
No battle ropes, no shit like that.
Yeah,
you just
not too much.
Do the traditional like they do in Thailand.
Exactly.
Do the pads.
It's been working for me. When I was living in Thailand, it's been working for me. So I just continued it, and I guess. I mean, I'm blessed to be able to to do 5 rounds and not to be too tired, and because of our style as well. I think if you fight like Dutch style and a lot of combination, low kick, it takes more juice out of you.
Yeah.
My style is a bit more. I stay like a shark. I try to be out, keep the leg, keep distance, and you use less cardio like that. So, but yeah, I do train a lot. But there's I think I more emphasis on the mental, I believe, because at the end of the day, let's say me and you would go to a club tonight, we go the 3 of us to the club, and somebody starts a fight, I'd rather have with us like a guy that just came out of prison that's fucking ready to die with us than a guy that's he's trained for kicks, 100 kicks, he's gonna give it all. So my point is mental, I think, is more important. Like, it's the guy who wants it the most that's gonna win it. You know, it's not just the guy that's the most trained. I've seen so many guys. You've seen probably they're so in shape, big abs, but then you get one jab in the face, and oh shit,
and it breaks them. I've seen it. It takes away the spirit.
It does.
But what about because you fight no weight class?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't need to worry about your food.
That's another big thing.
But do you eat healthy or do you eat whatever you want?
I mean, I enjoy my ice cream sometimes.
Me also, man.
You too, yeah? What's your ice cream? What do you like?
He's lactose intolerant, so don't
give
him
sorbet and things like that.
Sorbet, okay, that's good. That's a good one. Yeah, I like Häagen-Dazs ice cream, one tub, once in a while.
In Thailand, man. In Thailand, the ice
good,
cream, fantastic.
It's the best.
You always drink the milkshake.
I love the milkshake, man. Oh.
So yeah, I mean, my wife makes like Russian, like there's a lot of potatoes. So I don't mind carbs. So, but I feel the best at around 80 kilograms. I don't need to check weight, but like I feel like 79, I feel good, and I do it naturally with running.
Yeah,
so it's
you keep in chess with.
I'm really against weight cuts. I think it's. I mean, we don't have a choice. You don't have a choice to do
because
it.
Because everyone else do it. So if you don't do it, you will.
Yeah, I think the best with weight cuts is just train it down instead of all of the people like starving, cutting weight. Just keep a normal diet. And eat healthy and train it down. If you see, okay, I'm overweight, I need to put an extra effort in training. I need
well said.
Yeah, because the to be lazy for 2 months to try to catch it up the last week, it's for me, it's.
I'm not a big fan of the sauna and like the bath.
Sauna is actually hard on the. I remember I passed out in the sauna when it was like the worst experience in my life for weight cut. It's disgusting. I think when FC they have a no weight cut thing.
I think they check the weight twice.
And also they check how much water you have inside.
Yeah, they check how much you gain, how much you lose. So it's better. More and more people start with.
I wish UFC does that too eventually.
I think they're gonna do it. It's a sad thing to say, but I think they need a death before it's gonna happen.
You're right.
You see the boy who died in Thailand as well?
Yes.
How old was he?
I don't know.
11?
Oh, I saw another guy the year before with a tracksuit.
He was actually British.
Oh, yes, he was.
But the boy who died now was 11. So they're talking about now to change in the age category in Thailand to professional to 13.
Oh, okay.
It's also been in the Norwegian newspaper also.
Yeah.
You need big stuff like that to change. It's sad. It's sad.
But another thing is that like when it happens one time there, everyone gets to know it.
Yeah.
But when you talk about people who get heart strokes and everything like playing football, no one gets to know it.
Right. I have a son. He's fighting the 15th December. He's 10, but he fights with body protection, no headgear, no full contact. Yeah. And his mother read the newspaper article, sent it to me. A boy in Thailand. I'm like, it's professional. It's weight cuts. He's going a diploma fight. no winner, no loser. It's just like professional. She's like, oh, okay.
I started doing this no decision with inter-school fights.
Yeah, in the clubs we call them here.
And we raise both hands.
Yeah,
but,
it's a good practice when they're like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
It's a really good thing. It's a really good thing.
Yeah.
So
so what's your first expression when you saw Leithwei? What did you think when you first time you saw a video?
Actually, we had a guy here in the gym called Daniel, one of the guys who was watching that. He fought in England on the Stand and Bang show in England.
Muay Baran fight.
He fought a Muay Baran fight, but with no headbutts. Okay. That was my first impression with that.
How was the hand? How was the Muay Baran?
They just wrapped it with ropes.
It's like MMA glove with rope?
No MMA gloves, just ropes.
It was wraps with ropes, I think.
They just put some gauze under, so he didn't get burns. Yeah, and then just ropes.
Okay, cool.
But he just, same as you said, he waited, and one punch and finished.
Boom. That's smart. You see, I think it changes you when you don't have those. You cannot hide behind the gloves. You cannot. You're afraid of maybe hurting yourself with your hand. It changes the way you fight. You're really not as confident to throw that big cross, to throw that big hook.
You can see some of this in MMA also.
Yes,
because they're such small gloves.
You're right.
It's actually the same the first time you fight with no shin guards. You fight with shin guards. You kick. Yeah. First fight with no shin guards. You're like,
you don't kick the entire fight.
Wait. You kick. Okay, it doesn't hurt too much.
And you think like it's gonna hurt tomorrow, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Tomorrow is gonna hurt. So.
But the thing I'm wondering about, what's the thing about the 2-minute timeout?
Yeah, that's a controversial thing. We spoke about it briefly. Yeah. Basically, if the guy like he has a standing 8 count and the corner sees like he's not doing too well or he's getting knocked out, you can ask for a timeout. Both guys have one timeout, and if you can come back, or some people, you know, sometimes they don't come back. They take the timeout and then he's not good. They finish the fight, TKO. If he wants to come back, he's allowed. And some people have won the fight after getting the timeout and getting KO'd. But it's very controversial. You can only use it between the first and the fourth round. You cannot use it in the fifth round.
But what if you just use 1 minute? Can you use the other minute and other?
No, it's one time. If you use it, you have to use it all. You have to use it if you use 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty crazy. And most people they think, you know, headbutt is good, the bare knuckle, but they forget about the 2 minute break.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. But I felt bad the first. I never had to use it, thank God. But somebody, one of my opponents, you know, most of my opponents have to use all of that.
You're too brutal, man. You're too brutal.
They used it. I felt bad. Like, shit, I did the spinning elbow we spoke about.
Yeah.
And he came back.
Wow, the guy who fell down?
Came back after 2 minutes. I think they gave him like 2:30 because it was like they talked a bit. Then I knocked it down 3 more times. So after 4 knockdowns, the fight is over.
But he would have done the same to you.
So you don't get a 10.
If you have the chance.
Yes, I could
so
have.
you don't get a 10 count.
Yeah, you get a 10 count. And then you can ask. You get 10 counts. If let's say you don't ask for the timeout, and you just like you're gonna, then you lose. I mean, if let's say you knock me out, I get the standing 8 count, and I'm wobbly, and the corner doesn't ask, then you win on TKO. If you knock me down, I'm wobbly. Corner timeout. I get 2 minutes. You get 2 minutes, and then we come back to.
So you can't time out yourself.
Your
corner needs to do it for you. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I can come back to it, but it's pretty crazy. It's traditional rules. I have to respect that. I cannot say like I'm the happiest about this, but I have to respect, because you know it's not like, oh, I'll take this, and no, you take the sport or you don't take it. Some people.
And it's the same for everyone.
Yeah,
everyone has the same rules. Sometimes when I go with him as well, and he say, "Man, it's so cold here in the Wonderboy." I've said, "It's cold for you. It's cold for your opponent."
True.
So everything's the same.
True.
But what about injuries? You have any bad injuries during your fighting career?
Yeah, actually, my next opponent, I remember the first fight we fought. It was my second Leithwei fight ever. I was teeping the body, and he was catching it very fast and sweeping with my other leg and the back of my leg. So after, I think he knocked me down, but my leg would like sweep me like 3-4 times, and the 4th time I felt like, I think a tendon or something like cling. It felt really painful. I don't show it.
Like a rubber band.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't show it because even my wife's like, "Oh, really? You don't seem hurt." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's okay. That's the trick. You don't show." But then I made an adjustment. The rematch, I teeped the leg, like we spoke on the seminar.
Yeah.
I teeped the leg more, which is you cannot catch. You can set up maybe fake teep and then jab to the face because he drops his hand.
No, to stop him.
And stop him. That's the most thing, and I think that's a big thing that most people should do. To teep the leg. It's very annoying.
But you teep like many times, like small teeps, or like one hard.
One hard.
Okay.
Yeah. One big one, and then reset, and then one big one, and then you can fake it and go for that big jab.
But you do to break the knee also?
No, I don't go on the knee because it doesn't do the same effect. If you do the knee, you won't like bend his leg. I want to go right on top of the thigh. It actually makes the leg bend.
Because all his power is from his legs also.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if he has no base, he has no punch. And I know he was, again, if it's a stop hit as well. If he's coming with a big overhand, a big something, and you teep him on the leg, he's not going to be able to finish it. So I like stop hits. I think it's a good thing. This and fakes.
The feints, the tricky part that makes the people react, and then you stop their reaction and make them do mistakes and then counter.
Yes,
stuff like that.
I think the big difference between like a good fighter and a great fighter is the ability to do fakes.
Yeah, we practice that a lot. Yeah. Fakes with the hips, fakes with the jabs,
and then you do one hard.
And then also the tempo changes that you punch hard, then you punch hard. Like a lot of people, they train like they have one type of training. They do all the techniques the same power. They don't do the straightforward, no angles, no feints. Norway's a little bit behind on the Muay Thai, so that's why
for you guys.
That's why I travel a lot to try to pick up everything and make people like you come to seminars also to
very happy to be here.
Yeah, it was awesome having you. Prison fight.
Yes,
that's been a big thing. On TV series, on YouTube, and everything. Can you tell us a little bit about what's the deal with the prison fights?
Yeah. So basically, I was, like I said, I was fighting in like the Phuket circuit, and I was doing good. And then I got a call, like a message from a Estonian guy, a Russian guy that actually was organizing it. And I guess it's just, who you know and everything. And I got it, and we got on the fight. And it was pretty fucking crazy, like we come in, I was with my Turkish friend, and we come in, they take our phones, they open a small, they have like a small door, it's not even like high, it's like half, to your stomach. You have to bend, and now you're inside the prison, and you see like about 800, imagine 800 prisoner looking at you all there it's a maximum security prison.
So it's inside the prison.
Yes, it was the first, it's a courtyard, so it's like outside. They have set up a ring inside the courtyard, which is outside with trees and stuff, and you have all the guys that look at you like they're gonna stab you,
and they probably would if they had a knife.
They probably make their knife, because it's very liberal there. Like when we came in, we saw guys working in the front of the prison. They let you walk out a little bit.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know, but it's considered a maximum security, and there's a lot of like drugs and everything. The mentality behind prison fight is they do this so you're only allowed to compete and train every day if you don't do drugs and methamphetamine and everything. So it's good. It's a rehabilitation program, they call it. Rehabilitation. Let's go beat some foreigners.
Yeah.
Most prisoners that fight in the program, they're actually like, some of them were Lumpini. They were like they have like 100 fights. They were strong fighters, and they train hard. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they have nothing else to do.
Nothing to do. They train probably more than me. I train once a day in Thailand. So and then we fought there. We come in, and then there's like a singer, and like it was Backstreet Boys. He was singing Backstreet Boys inside the prison.
A Thai guy singing.
So I was like, what the fuck am I? Where am I? And then I started training and warming up in the same place of the Thai guy. And then most people...
that's the thing in Thailand. You always warm up next to your opponent.
I hate that.
I hate it as well.
I was actually at the same event. It was the last one ever done with prison fight. It was with my boy Anvar Barzanarov, a Glory fighter.
Yeah.
Uzbekistan guy. So we were on the same event, and we both fought in prison fight. Most people lost, and then I won, and I was pretty happy about this. Then this was like the big catapult at the beginning, From there, that's why I got the Myanmar fight, and that's why, in my country.
So you fought a guy who was in prison.
Yes, he was there for 10 years for methamphetamine drug trafficking.
Yeah, that's the thing they call ICE.
I think so. Yeah.
ICE, or
you seem to know it a lot.
I've been to Thailand a lot, so I know it.
You do crack or ice.
Crack or ice or something like that. It's a big thing there now.
I think he did some bad choices. I don't know.
But that's like, because when they do the prison fight, if they do good and win like a world title or something, they get released. Or
I forgot about it. Yeah, basically, if you win there, you enough fights, your sentence gets reduced. So you could have lost.
So you took away his chance of getting.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, man. It's Dave's fault. You're still there, but
I mean, for us, drugs is not that bad. But there was other guys. It was like rape, gang rape, murder. So I mean, me was a drug trafficking guy, but still. It's my resume, my career, like my record. I'm not gonna give it to you easy, right?
No.
I don't give.
He did his choice. You did yours.
Yeah. So exactly.
And the thing we talked a little bit about earlier. I have your record here.
Yeah.
You actually fought Cyrus Washington. Yes. He has a special style of fighting for the guys of Black Dynamite, they call him.
Yeah.
Is he training at Tiger now?
No, I don't think anymore.
I think because top team.
When I trained with him there, he was doing the Muay Thai, and he started more and more transitioning over to the Leithwei.
Yeah, a strong guy. I was respecting his style a lot, so I trained hard for this, and basically I knew he was like a taekwondo guy.
Yeah,
like
spinning back kick,
and he had a big KO in Leithwei actually, big spinning kick. So I was like, it won't happen to me, guarantee. And he didn't touch me. I fucked him up. And I was again. It's just, I guess it's different. Everybody, you have your style, but my style, I want to go inside, do damage. And it worked well. I'm happy.
Because he started also to be a big star, but maybe you broke him. So but he's not fighting anymore, isn't he?
No, recently, I don't know. You got shot.
He got shot.
He got shot couple months ago. He was doing, I think, security. If you're watching this, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And nobody deserves that. And,
no.
I wish you all the best for the recovery. But I think he got shot for doing security prison. My friend told me. Poor guy.
He was a nice guy. I trained with him actually in Tiger.
He's not dead, but he got shot. Yeah.
I trained with him in the pro team in Tiger.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
I mean, like I respect all my opponents, and I'm there. Like I said, I'm there. It was supposed to be like who's the best, you know, because he won against Tutumin. I won against Tutumin, so it was like who's the best, and I made sure that he didn't touch me. I was literally ready for a photo shoot after the fight. He did not touch me. He had a big Grand Canyon cut on his forehead with a big knee in the head, and he told me on the podium, he's like, "Good knees, huh?" And he said, "But stop talking shit about me." I'm like, "What do you mean? That's something you say when you hurt the guy, like, oh, you see, I knocked you out now. Stop talking shit about me." But this fight, I dominated the whole fight. You can't say that, No. So anyway, and he's like, I said, "Stop talking shit about me, or what?" or what? Or we're gonna do? We're gonna do a rematch. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, it's not disrespectful. Again, it's the fight business. I was promoting the fight with my team. I'm not gonna stop talking. That's the whole point.
That's the point.
I said I'm gonna win, and I win. I was like, yeah, that's it.
So you from now on, from after this, so you're going back to training camp.
Yeah.
And preparing for your next fight.
Yes, I mean after this tonight. Yeah, I'm going to Dubai and going to train big time for this fight. I have like a month left, and this is gonna be. It's like the biggest fight in Leithwei history because, again, Tuntumin and then me. I've been the champ for 2 years now. 2 years, and he was there before for another. He was before me like for 2-3 years. So he challenged me, and he's Burmese. They accepted me now. They like I eat like them. I dress like them. So they're not like, oh, we want that guy away. I think they're happy, and I'm happy that they accepted us. But obviously it's a big draw. There's 50 million people in Myanmar. It's big. You know how many people in Norway?
Five,
okay.
Yeah,
so
5 or 6.
So there are 50 million, and from what I heard, there's gonna be like 30 million people watching live on TV. So I think that's better than the McGregor and Khabib fight. I'm still waiting for the matching paycheck, but
but you ever
let's
consider
do you versus Mayweather?
No problem.
You ever considered doing MMA?
Yeah, I actually fought MMA. I was undefeated in amateur. Like I said, I love my ground. They used to call me the octopus. I like the guillotine and the triangle choke. I have to be careful with the leg locks. That's why I like Sambo, because it prevents, you try. And then I did some. It was the beginning of my career. I did some bad decisions. I was training for like a long time in Muay Thai, not striking, but I was training in Thailand striking. Came back from striking, and then nobody wanted to fight one guy, Joe Meunier. He's in the UFC now, and nobody wanted to fight him. He was undefeated, and he was known as like one of the best striker in our city. I'm like, I am the best striker. Let's fucking fight. Yeah. But again, I was training for like a stand-up fight, and his coach was Firas Zahabi in his corner. So when we started fighting, I landed in like a nice spinning back fist and everything. And he's like, he's never been touched that much before this fight. And then I hear Firas, down. I'm like, okay, so he wants to go down. Then I guess. It didn't work. I almost got the arm bar. Didn't work well. But basically just bad decision. When I said I was undefeated in an amateur, I won by guillotine, most of them. And I never did a weight cut. And then when I started in pro, I was like, oh, now you have to do a weight cut. Usually amateur is you practice your weight cut practice for the pro. So now let's go to 155. Let's go to 1. Like, oh shit, I passed out in the sauna, and it's not good for the brain, right? Wow. It's not good. So that's part of the reason why I said, when I always prefer striking from my background for standing bank. So I'm like, okay, let's fight. I always prefer striking, but there was a reason why I don't want to do weight cuts. I think it's not natural, right? Like I said, let's say we go to the bar right now. We're gonna fight, no weight cuts right now. Let's fresh. I feel stronger. I feel battery recharge. But I'm a big proponent. To be the best martial artist you can be, you need your ground. You need your standing up. I think it would be we would fight again. It would be a different Dave completely. I didn't have a lot of ring experience back then. I didn't have the ringmanship of fighting, and stuff. And I still do my ground. I still do. I think I spoke with John earlier about in the street fight, right? Most of the times I'm not proud of it. You probably happened to you too in Norway. it was standing up, right? And it was a close on the top of the bar. It was a headbutt, a hand in the throat, a elbow, maybe a knee to the balls. It's very very fast. There's very little time that the guys are going to give you in circle. Hey, you can fight for 3 rounds of 5 minutes, and we won't touch you. You're gonna get sucker kick in the face. MMA, it's good as a I think it's the most complete martial art, but in the street, you'd better be a good striker and have good takedown defense and stay up and get your back on the wall, so you're gonna get the bottle on top of your head, right?
Kicking the balls from behind,
or get stabbed by his friend, or get sucker punched by his friends, right? I got many fights back then when I was younger, and the punch you don't see from the back, it's dangerous. So my point is, I think Leithwei, it transitions well for like a street self-defense thing, but again, you have a awareness of your ground, and you need to be able to to defend the takedown, or if you go on the takedown, push the hips and come up fast. That's one of the mistakes I've done when I was in MMA. I did a lot of BJJ competition. I liked ground, and I did good. But you can't, like I said, now I understood. Now with more experience in fighting, now I understand. You can't just treat MMA as BJJ and striking. There's as soon as I went on my back, okay, now let's try the triangle choke. Yeah. Oh, let's try the kimura. Oh, let's try the guillotine. Oh, let's try the no. My thing should be push the hips. Let's get the fuck up. Let's push the hip. Let's try to get up or anything. I got too comfortable on the ground, and so I think that's the main thing for people watching and listening to us right now. Like, again, you're a good striker. They try to take you down a lot. So every time, and that's where you have a good ground. So you submit them. But if we're talking like for me, I think we have to master striking. Like, again, I don't know. I guess it's a bad experience, a bad example for Khabib and McGregor. But like, there would be not a lot of ground. Get up, guys. Let's get up and be careful, because the other Russian are gonna sucker punch you while you're on the ground. So. I'm always, like I said, I try to put it in perspective of the real life, and in the real life, you have headbutts, you have no glove, and there's no point system at the end of the fight.
Soccer kicks, right? And everything.
That it's really and that's what I like about Leithwei also. It's very versatile in takedowns. You can do a lot of hip throws and suplex. That's what you like, John. So you can do suplex, you can do a hip throw. Like, it's pretty cool for that. Again. On the way down, you can headbutt on the way down. You can knee on the way down. One guy got knocked out cold. Like, after the takedown, the guy landed on his knee, on his face, which is pretty a big no-no in Muay Thai, right? Like,
so you fall right down, and like
as he's coming down,
knee met the head.
the knee on it. Technically, on paper, you're not supposed to touch the guy until when he touches the ground, but it's a gray area. The guy literally landed, and the knee landed. So it's a gray area, but. Yeah, you're allowed to. They're very flexible. They don't give a shit. They want to show. They want blood, and so.
You see the Sanda fight from China now. The guy who broke his neck.
Which guy? Oh yeah, he's a friend of mine. He's Pascal.
Turned him upside down and smacked his head.
That's
fucking crazy, man.
That's
an illegal throw as well.
Big time, yeah.
Slammed him on his head, so he broke his neck.
Yeah,
he broke 12 to 6 throws is not allowed in Sanda.
From what I heard, I spoke to him briefly, but he said that. It was supposed to be a Muay Thai or strike kickboxing fight, and then at last second they didn't tell, but they put a Sanda fight.
They did the same to a Norwegian girl who was fighting on the same card.
Yeah, it's from Tiger as well.
Maiken Monerud.
Maiken, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. She's from Tiger as well, but yes, that's not cool.
That's crazy.
That's not okay.
But okay.
So it's good. We get carried away, but it's good. But it's good. We talk stuff that I never spoke about. So
before we round up. We always do a traditional thing. We always recommend a movie to our audience.
Okay.
So we had the John Wayne part, the Blessed with Venom. You seen that movie?
Blessed with Venom. Is that his movie?
It's like his story of his life.
Okay. We had Chok D.
Chok D, that's a good movie. Yeah.
Good movie. We had a couple of other movies. So I want to. Do you have a good movie you want to recommend?
Yeah. I actually have a couple ones that. I mean, it's not about fighting. It's good ones.
If it's like an action movie, a good movie about life that compared to some fighting, like some mental things, like a good movie people can watch.
Do you remember
or a series?
Or Siri?
Yeah.
Right now we're watching Bates Motel. It's about murders and stuff. It's pretty cool. But you remember one of the movies we liked? No, you don't know from memory. Fuck. Okay. I like Catch Me If You Can, but it's not fighting, but with Leonardo DiCaprio. I like
Catch Me If You Can.
I like because I feel like because we do a lot of crazy things. Me and my wife sometimes we go to the plane and we bought a couple of stuff a ring. When we were not even married, we bought a ring and we said we just got married, and they gave us business class and everything. One time there's a lot of things you can do. You can even light a match when you go to the a non-smoking room in a hotel, and then you call the person, hey, it smells like cigarette, and then you get a bigger room, or you just said it's your honeymoon every time, and you get
so Catch Me If You Can, guys. Watch that movie.
A bit different answer, huh?
And follow Dave on Instagram. You have Facebook as well, also.
It's all King Leduc. So King
Leduc.
Leduc, my last name, Leduc.
Leduc.
Yeah.
So follow him on Instagram. He has a fight coming up. You need to follow him. He has a lot of followers. He put out a lot of crazy shit.
Thank you. We're gonna make one. I think now we're gonna make a small video with John, headbutt video. So watch.
Yeah. He's gonna headbutt John today. You know what John actually said? What? He said, "I said, do you have the balls, John? What? Take a low kick." He said, "Okay, I'll take a low kick." Okay, so it's not going to be too hard, but we're going to try to make Dave give John a little low kick.
I'd rather take a headbutt.
I think head pressure is better. How did you like the seminar today? How did you enjoy?
I think it was really cool, man.
Good.
A lot of cool techniques. Yeah. And it also opens up my mind to think about other things, not
anything you can add to your game in MMA, you think?
Yeah, I think I can put a lot of the head pressure things.
But I know your coach Chris was always doing a lot of head pressure too, so it's good. It could complement.
But you had a different thing that when you have the head pressure, you push out with your head.
Yes.
And then you can elbow, or punch.
So let's say the people, I don't know if you can understand, but when you grab the head, you can use your head to push.
In a normal Thai clinch.
Yes, you use your head to push, and then in Leithwei you can strike with a headbutt, or in Muay Thai you can just create distance for the elbow. It's a good thing.
But if people listening want to book a seminar with you, they contact your manager.
Yeah, on Dave Leduc Experience, or just my page anywhere, they can make it happen.
So search him up on Instagram. We have him on our Instagram, Coach Chris Wonderboy. We tagged him in a couple of pictures we put out. Put the link, send him a message, book your seminar, because he's going to be a busy man in the future.
Appreciate it.
So it's good to do it now. And all you guys from Sweden, you lazy bastards who never hold seminars, come on, book a seminar.
Yeah, Sweden, let's do this.
So let's do it. But
Chris, you're a pioneer for making this happen, because like I said in the seminar, there's nothing written about Leithwei. Curriculum-wise, I'm building it for my online academy, and for seminars, there's never been seminars in Scandinavian countries. So we've done Denmark, we've done Iceland, we've done with Norway now, and it's gonna be remembered. We took a picture with the Burmese flag now. It just let it be known in the future. It's gonna be looked at in 10, 20 years. I know we're gonna get Norwegian Leithwei fighter.
Let's make history, guys. So book your seminar today. And thanks for coming, Dave.
I have one last question, man.
Yes.
Can you tell me what's the thing?
The
signature move.
The Likamun, basically, it's a traditional move. All Leithwei fighters do that, and you can actually do it any kind. You can. Some people, one of my followers did it in his MMA fight.
Okay.
So and when online San, I don't know if you know, online is one championship. Double champion. Because he's Burmese, he does it before the fight. So basically, it comes from the eagles, and they flap their wings. The fighting roosters in Thailand and everything, or Myanmar. When you flap their wings, like hunting. So you clap your elbow 3 times.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then you do a Leithwei Ye. Ye means dancing in Burmese, and it's like your white crew, but you do a dance to showcase your skills a little bit, but it's mostly just to get in the mood.
Okay.
And then the Likamun, basically, you can do it inside the fight. And that's what I learned while watching the Burmese old Burmese videos. My first Leithwei fight ever. I said, you know what? You cannot. You don't have to only do it in the beginning and as a victory dance. You can do it inside the fight. So let's say I felt like it was stalling, and I just I clapped, and the crowd, because it's not insulting, but it's challenging. It's challenge. You challenge with honor and respect.
Come on,
let's go, let's fucking fight. So they love it. So it's a cool thing.
This.
If you make it in a fight, that would be cool. You let's go. You start the fight. You tell your guy, let's do this. So I think it's a cool symbol, and it's like the official symbol of Leithwei. You know, you see that now, you know it's a Leithwei fight. You know. So yeah.
Okay, perfect, guys. We're gonna round up.
Thanks a lot for visiting us.
Thank you.
We're back next Sunday, and thanks, Dave, for coming. It was an honor having you here.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
And make sure to follow him. Book your seminars today, and we'll talk next Sunday.
Yes.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Yeah, that was good.